Uh, let's go to our first subject matter that we're going to talk about. And I always like to kick it off with something that's a little bit fun. And Ben, what's more fun than making fun of Kirk Cousins?
What's more fun to you than making fun of Kirk Cousins? That's how you want to phrase that.
Well, I've been an admirer of him financially, if not on necessarily the football field. And this article is about Kirk Cousins telling Dak Prescott, the franchise tag can be your friend. Don't fear the franchise tag, Dak. Take the money and keep on playing. So, what do you think about that?
Um, what I think about that is that I believe that Kirk Cousins is telling Dak something that he may want to consider. I'm not going to say, yes, indeed, that is a fact, but it is something to consider. It can work out for you. It can be your friend. Let's remember that when a team decides to franchise tag you, I believe they have to take an average of the top five, the top paid five players at your position. And if you in fact do that, and you have a guy like Kirk Cousins in that top five with his monstrous contract, along with who's the highest paid, maybe a Russell Wilson, that drives that average up pretty well. You're going to be pretty well compensated. And if in fact he does sign that tag and allows the Cowboys to put that on him, or let's put it this way. It's not just something that Dak has to consider. It's also something that the Cowboys have to consider. If they franchise tag him, he's going to make a nice salary for that 1 year. If they have to tag him again because of circumstances with their team, or they had to pay this guy, they want to keep that guy, he could end up doing really, really well. This may not be something that the Cowboys want to do. And I'm sure they're considering that. I don't think that they're simply saying, the heck with you and these contract negotiations. We're going to tag you, and you're going to sign it before the deadline, which is July 15th, I think. And that's the end of it. I do not think that's the case. I believe that the Cowboys do want to sign him, and they're weighing their options as to what will work out best for them.
I pulled up something real quick. I'm gonna just read it and hopefully hope that this is correct. But it says players can be tagged in 2 consecutive years, but it's costly. It says
Exactly, it's costly.
the team must pay 120% of the player's previous salary, and if it's 3 straight years, 144% of his previous salary.
Yes.
So he's going to get a 20% bump, and then a 40% bump. Wow.
Let's put it this way. What's the last you heard that Dak is supposedly asking for? I know there's something going on between a 4-year deal and a 5-year deal. But as far as his yearly salary, minus, we're not going to talk about guaranteed money or anything like that. Just what he wants to make per season. I kind of thought I heard he was pushing for 35 or 36 million a year, somewhere along those lines. So if that's the case, let me just read this. It says, if Dak followed the same path, meaning the path of Kirk Cousins, and accepted the franchise tags, he'd get the guaranteed $31.409 million for 2020. And should he be tagged again in 2021, the CBA dictates that a twice tagged player receive 120% bump, meaning Prescott's second tag would pay him $37.7 million. And I will paraphrase the next statement. I don't think the Cowboys want to do that.
The only part about that that they may want to do that I can think of is not commit to additional years. You know, I don't know if they're thinking like Tom Brady's going to leave the Bucks next year and it's going to be able to get Tom Brady, or who they're going to get that's so much better than Dak. But it doesn't seem like they want to commit anything to Dak. So, you know, in terms of additional years,
I agree. I agree. I think the amount of, or the extent of the deal, the amount of years that they want to sign him for is a big sticking point, probably a bigger sticking point than most people believe. I think most people believe it's all about the money, but I don't think that's the case. But then they contradict themselves by saying Dak is our guy. He's our quarterback now and our quarterback of the future. We love Dak. We don't need anybody else. He's our guy. He's going to take us for years. They keep saying that, okay, but they don't want to sign him. They want to sign him for, well, somebody wants 5 years and somebody wants 4. I believe Dak is trying to get a 4-year deal. I could be wrong. I may have to look this up. And I believe the reason he wants to do that is because he wants the deal to end around the time when he knows he can make a big splash becoming a free agent and really maximize his monetary fortunes. Okay, he'll be in his prime. He will be betting on himself that he gets better, that they make playoffs, that they win playoff games, maybe even win a Super Bowl within that 4 years. And then he's going to try to really cash in, where the Cowboys may want to sign him for a longer term deal and kind of just string him out before he's free to gash him for more money.
we actually talked about the new additional money sources that were going to come into the NFL.
Absolutely. And if we know about it, they know about it.
Yeah, yeah. So we did talk about that. It looks as if franchise tag on a 1-year basis is going to pay Dak $31.4 million, according to a report on ESPN. So, you know, I know that's not what he wants. That's, you know, but I'm not sure what he wants, and I don't think anybody really knows that what he wants seems to be held in close secrecy. So, you know, we'll have to see from there. But I'm not sure how much they want him and how much they are really willing to commit money-wise and or year-wise.